Hello viewers, this is Just Fake Network TV, a place where you can get the latest information about Nigerian news and how the news in details. Shocker, APC Igbo leaders code to Umahi as Kalu Okorocha orders absent at defection rally. 2 days after Governor Dave Umahi formally joined the ruling All Progressive Congress, APC, the shape of the imagined effect on the polity within Ebonyi and the southeast is beginning to emerge, with a notable exception of Senator Ken Inamani, who is a member of the Governor Mali Bully-led caretaker committee. All other southeast leaders, including the Senator Hope Uzodinma, hitherto the only APC governor from the southeast, were completely absent. Senator Orji Uzor, the Senate Chief Whip and the highest elected political office holder from the southeast, was also absent at Thursday's event. Also absent was the Minister of Science and Technology, Dr. Ogbonnaya Honu, who incidentally comes from the same village, Uburu community, as Umahi, was also absent. Also absent was Senator Rokas Okorocha, the first leader of the party from the zone. You can see it that apart from Ken Namani, who had to be there because of the membership of the caretaker committee, that all other southeast leaders were not there. Not even Onu, who is from his village, was there, a prominent political player from the state who defected to the APC before Umahi said. You can see that he was welcomed to Northerners into his new party, and certainly his brothers from the southeast, who should have been there, were all absent, the source said. A number of the southeast APC leaders are said to be anxious about Umahi's highs on the 2023 ticket. Okorocha earlier in this week said that the Ebonyi state governor would not be a threat to him if he declares. Among those being mentioned is the immediate past governor of the state, Chief Martins L00M, who defected to the APC after Umahi, who served as deputy governor under him, came to power. L00M, who is mourning the death of his son, has, however, been very low in the face of the political tumult on the state. Meanwhile, the political tensions over the governor's defection was beginning to fester at the weekend as the governor's camp continued desperately to mobilize political stakeholders from the state to follow the governor. As a way of giving favor to the defection, chairmen of local government council were yesterday making their own defection from the PDP to the APC. However, the shocking absence of the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Honorable Francis, who was expected to lead a massive revolt of the House of Assembly members against the People's Democratic Party (PDP), was yesterday beginning to reverberate in the political landscape in the state. One source said that those House members who had earlier pledged were now beginning to have second thought. Before the governor's defection, it was learned that only 10 members of the PDP-dominated House of Assembly had refused to defect. Besides, all members of the PDP delegations to the National Assembly turned down the governor's entreaties to defect. Rep. Higariwe, a member of the House of Representatives from the state who was present at the meeting while confirming the governor's entreaties, said, "He told us that he wanted to go and we tried persuading him, but we saw that he had long gone. I particularly told him that if they had promised you the presidential ticket or the vice president ticket, that I support you to go APC, but the lawmaker said he drew a blank." Henwood said that a member of the House of Representatives who made an attempt to consult his constituents and stakeholders on the issue of defecting was forced to do an about turn when he met with rebuks from the stakeholders in his constituency. I hope Governor Umahi will not regret these actions. I'm telling you the truth. Because this one that many of the Northeast politicians are not complying to what Umahi is trying to do. I hope he's not going to regret his actions, because it's so rare for me to hear that people are moving. It's so rare for people to move from PDP to APC. So guys, I hope Governor Umahi will not regret his action from moving from PDP to APC. Trust me, because the reason why I said it is just that because suspending senators and rep members may deal a final blow on PDP in Ebonyi State. And this is just a great mistake that PDP have done. If they are not careful, PDP will become history in Ebonyi State. And that's just the reality about. But the fact is that even what makes the difference between the APC and PDP in the first place? Are they not best of the same feather? Even during PDP time, is there any good thing that we enjoy from them? Even the APC that we have now, what makes the difference between them? So now, I hope this governor will not regret his actions. In fact, the reason why I'm saying this again is just that the fact that many of the Igbo leaders are going against him, saying that they will not follow him. But there is one thing that I want us to understand. The campaign and defecting from one party to another does not solve the poor situations in Ebonyi State. And it does not solve the situations in Nigeria in general. That is just the reality about it. May God help us. Now, Nigerians were saying that nothing like suspension of senators and representatives of Ebonyi PDP members in the two houses, rather the dissolved executive of PDP members in Ebonyi who were playing anti-party politics with the governors, wanted to put confusion in PDP, but we know in Ebonyi and it will not work because PDP is Ebonyi and Ebonyi is PDP. Wow. So guys, what do you think about this? What is your own take? Kindly drop your comments at the comment section below. For those who subscribe, we want to say a very big thank you to you for subscribing. We say God bless you. And if you're yet to do so, kindly press the subscription button below. God bless you once again. Have a lovely day. Bye.